Hey there, Miss Hall here. Alright, so we're going to do a couple problems. I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I want you to do one. And I'm going to show you how to do one, and I want you to do one, kind of thing. So you're going to have to watch this whole video. Your questions will be within this video, and then I will have you send me a picture of your answers for the ones we do. Okay, so number 1. Make sure you're taking notes on this. I write everything down. Which of the following fractions is in lowest terms? Just a friendly reminder, for something to be in lowest terms means it cannot be simplified anymore. So AKA cannot be simplified Alright, so A, B, C, and D. So A is 4/8, B C and D. So which of these fractions are in lowest is in lowest terms? So it cannot be simplified anymore. Well, we know that 4/8, they're both even numbers. I can divide it both top and bottom by 2, and I'll get 2/4. So this one can be simplified, so it's not A. For B, can anything go into both the numbers 7 and 42? Yes, what number? 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Therefore, 7 over 42 can be simplified, so it's not B. What about C? Can any number go into both 21 and 18? The number 3 can. Alright, and 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So therefore you have another simplified fraction, so it's not that. So we're assuming it's D, but let's double check. Can anything go into both 2 and 3? These are both prime numbers. It cannot be simplified anymore. So our answer is going to be D. So I want you to try the same question, but with the following answer choices. Actually, give a little more room for each one, I'm sorry. So on your papers, label this question number 1. And I want you to tell me if the answer is A, B, C, or D. Alright, number 2. What is the fraction form of the decimal .252? Oops, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay. So what is the fraction form of the decimal 0.252? So we notice how many decimal spots we have. We have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Don't forget that. So I have 252 thousandths. Therefore, it's going to be 252 over 1,000. And then I'm going to simplify. So I can divide it by 2. Because we know they're both even numbers and you can divide by 2. So 252 divided by 2 is 126, and 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. They're both still even numbers, so I can do it again. 126 divided by 2 is 63. 500 divided by 2 is 250. Alright, can we get any more simplified than this? 3 goes into 63. Of course 1 does, but that won't help simplify anything. So keep going if you're able to. And then I want you to try this. Same question, number 2 for you. But what is the fraction form of the decimal? This time I'm going to give you answer choices though. So A is 1/3, B is 3/8, C is 1/6, and D is 3/7. So theirs look just like this, but this could keep going on and on and on. Or you can find the greatest common factor and divide 1 time. Alrighty. Number 3. What is the reciprocal of the number 6? So reciprocal, it means flip. It means to flip a fraction. So we have the number 6. What is 6 as a fraction? 6 as a fraction is the same thing as 6 over 1 because 6 divided by 1 is 6, correct? So we're going to use this fraction here. To find the reciprocal, we flip it. So we have 6 over 1. We're going to switch top and bottom, so the reciprocal would be 1 over 6. 1 over 6. Alright, same directions for number 3, but I want you to do the number 4. Sorry, did it again. So A, -4, B, -1/4, C, the absolute value of 4, or D, 1/4. Sorry about that. Turn my phone on silent. How many terms does the expression (6a squared bc) have? So don't forget, a term separated by adding and subtracting. I really hope you know that by now. It's the definition of a term. Is there any adding or subtracting in this? No, there's not. So therefore we have 1 term. I make this your number 4. How many terms does the expression same beginning of the question, by the way. How many terms does the goes like right here? Okay. All right. Does the expression, let's see. Is there 1, 2, 3, or 4 terms? All right, number 5. Does the point -3, 2 lie? Alright, so we have our graph. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. And we're looking for -3, +2. So it's going to be quadrant 2. Now I want you to tell me what quadrant this point lies in. Your point is going to be 5, 4. Is it in quadrant 1? Is it in quadrant 2? How about 3 or 4? Number 6. What is the direction of a line with a slope of 6 over -3? Actually, I'm going to change that. I don't know how. I'm going to make it -2 over 7. Alright, so what is the direction of a line with a slope of -2 over 7? So don't forget, slope is equal to rise over run. And they're telling you it's -2, 7. So they're saying that if I'm on a graph, let's just say my point was here, I would have to go down 2 and then positive, so let me write 7. So they're saying my point would lie somewhere around there. Okay. Now, would this slope be vertical, horizontal, upward, left to right, downward, left to right? So going from left to right, I'm going downwards. So it would be if it were upward, it would look like this. And then of course you have horizontal, and vertical. Straight line up and down. Alright, so I want you to try number 7, but your slope will be 3 over negative 2. Okay, 3 over negative 2. Alrighty. Sorry, this is number 6, by the way. I don't know why I put 7. Number 7. How many points are needed to make a straight line? I'm going to tell you that the possible options will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So think about it. If you have a point here, I can't make a straight line without going in some other direction of some form. I just need just one more point and I can make a straight line. So you need a total of 2 points. Okay? That's just some bit of information you need to know, so I make sure you know that as well. Number 8. What is the x-intercept of the equation (2x plus 6y is equal to, let's say, 8. So the x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. Okay, so the x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. So I'm going to say that y is going to be 0. Should be 2x plus 6y 0 is equal to 8. And I'm going to solve for x. Okay? So 6 times 0 is just 0, so that goes away. So I have 2x is equal to 8. Now if I want to solve for x, 2 is being multiplied by x, and the opposite of multiplying by x is dividing. We'll divide by 2 to cancel my 2's. So x is equal to 4, because 8 divided by 2 is 4. This is going to be, even though it's my number 8, it's your number 7. Okay, so I want you to try it with the equation. Same question, with the equation being 3x plus 4y equals 12. Okay? Also, don't forget that x is 4 and y is 0, so we're going to put that in as a coordinate, and it's going to be 4 comma 0, x comma y. Alrighty. Number 8. Number 9. What is the y-intercept? Of the equation y is equal to 4x plus 5. Don't forget, y-intercept is when x is 0. Okay? Another thing is slope-intercept form says y equals mx plus b. If you have it set up in this way here, b will be your y-intercept. And we have it as y equals mx plus b. So therefore, our y-intercept will be 5. Our y-intercept will be 5. I want you guys to try it this time with the equation y equals 2/3 x minus 6. Alright, and so let's do one more problem and then we'll be done. What describes the slope of a horizontal line? Alright, so think about it. A slope is basically if you're going up, down, left, up or down kind of thing. I'm going to scroll back up to where we did this. These are our forms of slope. Slope is positive when it's going upwards. So slope is positive going upwards. Slope is negative going downwards. There is no slope because there's no incline in our horizontal line. So the slope is equal to 0 when it's horizontal. And the slope for a vertical line is undefined. So let's take that information here. Take a second, copy that down, pause the video if you have to. I'm about to scroll back down. Alright, so what describes the slope of a horizontal line? A horizontal line looks like this. Is there any incline at all? Does it look like it's, Does it look like it's going up, down, straight up? No, it's going left and right exactly, so there will be no slope. So, your last question of the day. What describes the slope of a vertical line? Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to say of an upward left to right line. So A is positive, B is negative, C 0, or D undefined. Alrighty, so you are to complete question numbers 1 through 9, and then I want you to submit your answers by Friday at 3:30. Call and text if you have any questions.